Hello, everyone. This is the Reverend speaking, and today we're going into another what if scenario with Dragon Ball Z. What if Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, was transported to the Dragon Ball universe? Let's transport him to when Goku was 10, right when the series is starting. He's, walking through the woods, trying to just stay away from people like he always does. He doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't recognize anything. He doesn't think he's on Earth. Well, Bulma meets Goku, and they start with their adventure. And about when they, let me think, about when they get to meeting Master Roshi for the first time, they meet Bruce. And this kind of changes the dynamic. They see Bruce's plight and how he can't control his changes into the Hulk when he gets angry, and they change their wish on the Dragon Ball. When they get the Dragon Balls finally, instead of wishing for what they wished for, the most comfortable pair of underwear in the world, what happens is Pilaf doesn't even get them because the Hulk is there to stop him. And they wish for the psyche of Bruce Banner to be merged once again and restored to healthy. What this does is it transforms the Bruce Banner into the Hulk, but with the mind of Banner, the intelligence of Banner. It makes basically Professor Hulk. The personalities are integrated into one another. So he's a very dark green color this time. Similar to Abomination, he's a very pine green kind of, or a hunter green, a really dark green. His hair is black, his eyes are a very light green. But he's got the Hulk's strength and the intelligence of Bruce. Well, now starts the training of Goku. He starts training with Roshi now. But instead of just Goku, Roshi starts to train the Hulk as well. And he starts to try to teach him how to use energy. This comes very easy to the Hulk once he's shown how. And he starts manipulating his chi energy to amplify himself to even greater heights. Now, his current red power level, what they see his power level at, is about, say, 1200. About Raditz level. Now, physically, he's far beyond that, but that doesn't read on a scouter because it reads your chi energy and how you manipulate it. It doesn't read gamma power. So, really, he's got a power level of about the same as Frieza, if you include his physical abilities. Now, he's not that fast yet, but he's getting there. Everything after training with Roshi just goes really easy for him and Goku, and they both train together so much that Goku's power just skyrockets. By the time you get to Raditz showing up on Earth, Goku has a power level of 1.5 million. It is a ridiculous power increase just because he's been training with such a powerful opponent. Well, at this point, Bruce's power level is reading in at 3 million. It's incredibly high, and they've both mastered numerous techniques. Bruce has taken the World's Martial Arts Tournament every year, since he started training with Master Roshi, and Goku's came in second every year. So they're doing quite well. Goku's making a lot of money, and so is Bruce. They're very well off, and they've become famous in this world. And Bruce, the Hulk, is loved in this world, and he's flabbergasted by how different it is from his Earth. No one's afraid of him. But the fact is, there's such different people here that, they're talking dogs and things like that. A 7.5 foot tall green man isn't that big of a deal. He's about the same size as Piccolo, a little bit taller, but not much. Well, Raditz shows up and they just waffle stomp him. It's not even a contest. At this point, where Chi Chi, of course, married Goku still, they still had Gohan. At this point, Chi Chi is stronger than Raditz just because of the training. All of the Z fighters at this point have been training with Goku. They've made friends with all the same people. Piccolo has a power level of almost 1,000,000, and all the others have power levels 500k or above. It's an entire planet of first form Frieza power levels when it comes to the Z fighters. So, Vegeta and Nappa come, thinking that the scouters must have been off. And Kami knows that he doesn't need to send Goku to train with King Kai, but he thinks he should, just because the techniques will probably help. So he sends Goku to train with King Kai after he beats Vegeta and Nappa, because they know they're gonna have another problem soon, because they said they were gonna bring back Frieza. Well, when he's on King Kai's world, Goku starts thinking about the deaths of his friends at the hands of Frieza. Now, they haven't died yet, but he starts thinking about the possibility. And he hasn't dealt with these type of emotions before because he's been so strong that, you know, nobody's been a threat. And snap, Super Saiyan. During the 6 months of training that they're doing here, Goku unlocks Super Saiyan 2. And the Hulk just becomes more and more powerful. At this point, the Incredible Hulk has a power level equal to that of Super Perfect Cell. And Goku has a power level even higher. Not much, but it's higher when he's Super Saiyan 2. They come back, and, Piccolo's been training, all of them have been training. Piccolo is about 10% of Frieza's full power. So he's at about 12 million now, and all the Z fighters are at over 1,000,000. Well, Frieza starts getting hits on the scouter, the long range scouter, because it does its thing. And he doesn't understand why he's getting hits like this. There shouldn't be anything powerful enough to trigger it. So him and his father go to Earth. They get destroyed. It isn't even a challenge. By the time and by the time that Trunks gets there, they have already been defeated. And they are already dead. Now, they did try to blow up the Earth. That's why they're dead. They tried to blow up the Earth, Goku stopped him, and the Hulk finished him off. Well, after that, the Android Saga, which is very quick, and then the Cell Saga, again, really quick. Because Dr. Gero doesn't take any of the Hulk's DNA, thinking that his gamma radiated DNA won't help, that it could cause problems for the other genetics. And it just doesn't have enough power to go against the Hulk. They keep gaining power and keep training and keep doing their thing. By this time, the Hulk is working for Bulma and teaching at a university. Well, the first real challenge comes in the Majin Buu. He absorbs the Hulk. And Goku winds up being able to get the Hulk out of there, thankfully. And they destroy Majin Buu. Not a big thing, just, minor inconvenience. Well, after that, what happens? Beerus comes. Well, they've still been training. And at that point, their power is just ridiculous. Goku has become so strong that he can control the Super Saiyan 3 form to a point to where he loses very little power. He can hold the Super Saiyan 3 form for days like he used to be able to do Super Saiyan 1. On top of this, he has obtained Super Saiyan 4 because he never needed his tail removed due to the Hulk being able to stop him from rampaging. So he's gained control of Super Saiyan 4 at this point as well. Well, when Goku fights against Beerus, Beerus has to use over 50% of his power to stop the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And that's just Goku. When the Hulk starts fighting him, he doesn't realize that the Hulk can gain power as the battle goes on. And when the Hulk fights him, Beerus finally loses. Now, the Hulk doesn't kill Beerus because he understands that you don't mess with the gods. You don't kill them. But Beerus respects him so much, he asks Whis to start training them. Bring in Resurrection F. That goes way easier. By the way, Bulma has married Vegeta. He did come back and, things went the way they were always going to go, but in this universe, Trunks is a lot younger. Trunks was born at roughly the same time Pan was born. So he's a very small child at this point. The rest of Dragon Ball, basically from here on out, just goes really easy. Everybody is so much stronger, including Vegeta, who started training with Goku and the Hulk, and started training in the Time Chamber, and he caught up finally. Vegeta's mastered Super Saiyan 4, of course, and by the time the Tournament of Power gets here, they have mastered Super Saiyan Blue on top of Super Saiyan 4, which brings out a purplish god form. Now, it's not a god of destruction form, but the Tournament of Power goes easily. Not a single member of Universe 7 is knocked out. And the Hulk is named the most valuable person. So what he does is he, of course, wishes back all universes that the Omni King has ever destroyed and all the people within them. Back up to 18 universes now. Because unlike 17, the Hulk, Bruce, is more careful with his wording because he knew other universes had been destroyed beforehand. He brought them all back. In this tournament of power, they didn't know how powerful the Earth was. If they had of, they would have never even participated because Earth's mortal level now is at rank 1. But they didn't know about Earth. That's why their mortal level was so low. After this, you go through the other arcs, and it's just a cakewalk. Goku and Banner both end up learning Ultra Instinct and master it. And it's very interesting on how it happens with Banner. Banner's eyes turn silver and his hair turns pure white, but his skin darkens to black. So he looks a lot like Kla, the Reverse Hulk, but he's not. That is his mastered Ultra Instinct form. And they waffle stomp Moro. It's not even a challenge because the Hulk has some minor immunities to magic, and that's basically how it changes if you put the Hulk in there. He becomes the most overpowered character in all of Dragon Ball. What are your thoughts? Do you think it'd be different, or do you think this is how it would go?